I'm Amber Boles, and I'm a full-time family mediator. Like most of you, I've transitioned my practice to a virtual environment resulting from COVID-19. I'm using Zoom platform and DocuSign. So far, I've conducted approximately 50 virtual mediations and have noticed the same success rate as in person. I'm pleasantly surprised and anticipate virtual mediation is here to stay. I'd like to give you a few tips to ensure your virtual mediations are a success. Educate your clients about the virtual process to set their expectations and provide them confidence. Most mediators send out a set of ground rules and instructions. Make sure your client receives them. Further, you're always welcome to use your mediator's office as a resource. The participants can use any type of device: iPhones, flip phones, computers, landlines, laptops, and anything else. Make sure your clients are aware they will not come in contact with the other party. They enter a virtual waiting room, which is a cone of silence. They won't see or hear them. The waiting room participants will be admitted by the mediator one by one and placed in a private breakout room. Make sure your clients know in advance that third parties can't be present. Many people have asked what to do if participants have children at home. Most participants make arrangements in advance, or they've communicated with the other party about the issue. However, if it's unavoidable, please have your client use earbuds or a headset and have the child do the same if it's possible at all. If the parties are still cohabitating, make sure they're in separate spaces, even if it's in the house, and that they're using earbuds or wearing a headset. I've had participants in separate rooms, patio areas, and vehicles. If you and your client intend to be together, consider setting your client up with an independent device. It's difficult for the mediator to see either the attorney or the client if they're sharing. Further, it's difficult to caucus the attorneys together if the client's in one room. Notwithstanding, if you and your client are together but on two separate devices, make sure you're far enough away so there's no feedback. Your initial setup can make a huge difference in the success of a virtual mediation. All participants need a strong and secure internet connection, if possible through an Ethernet cable to minimize tech issues. Face the camera straight on so your client's not having to look up at you or your nose or down on you. Ensure the ceiling fan isn't visible and you're not walking around with your device. If possible, avoid having a major light source like a window behind you. It'll make you look silhouetted and difficult to see. Be in a quiet environment and mute your mic when there's going to be background noise. I recently had the pleasure of hearing a toilet flush because the participant failed to mute their mic. Also, make sure you turn off other alerts on your device, otherwise they'll be broadcast through the mediation. Make sure you have a backup device. Despite best efforts, tech issues happen. Have a contingency plan. I'm usually connected via Ethernet, but have my laptop by my side in the event of a failure. It's important to ensure only one person is speaking at a time. The platform only picks up one voice. If your mediator's in another room and you need assistance, locate and select the Ask for Help button. The mediator will be alerted and can return to your room when able. I've noticed many benefits of virtual mediation. It's cost-effective. The parties arrive in a more timely fashion. There's no waiting period, and they're not frazzled from traffic or parking. There's less small talk. The attorneys are more prepared because they have instant access to their staff and files, and they're able to participate more efficiently because they're able to run and alter child support guidelines and ED worksheets based upon information discovered at mediation, rather than relying upon the mediator to do so while facilitating the negotiation. There appears to be less emotion involved. For many participants, especially where there's domestic violence, having the opposing party in the same building is a trigger. In a virtual setting, the parties are able to participate confidently, knowing they're not going to run into the opposing party in the parking lot or in the restroom area. More time is allocated in half-day virtual mediations because the transition periods are reduced. As a final tip, familiarize yourself with the screen share function. During the edit process, I utilize it with red lines and have found that it's much quicker and much more efficient than the in-person process. In summary, although virtual mediation may not be appropriate for every case, I believe it'll remain a viable option for the vast majority of cases moving forward. I liken this to the landmark change with the e-filing system and moving away from filing paper documents with the clerk. There was a period of resistance, then transition, and acceptance. This too is moving in that direction, and I believe as time moves forward, you'll see the benefits it provides. If you have any questions about Zoom, DocuSign, or virtual mediation in general, please don't hesitate to give me a call. I look forward to seeing you soon. Stay healthy and hopeful.